Intro, which clip is the most scary? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more. If you enjoy this video, lean back while watching these incredible ship in storm videos from all around the world. They capture some of the most horrible moments for the crews when going through hurricanes, monster waves and thunderstorms. Chemical tanker facing hurricane round pushpin location, Atlantic Ocean. A chemical tanker battles huge waves in the Atlantic Ocean, which makes an unpleasant journey. On January 29, this chemical tanker was filmed while facing a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. While the vessel was on its way to Europe, the waves did violently throw the large vessel up and down for hours. Warship smashed monster wave in Southern Ocean storm round pushpin location, Antarctica. ANZ Navy ship battles through 130 km/h winds and unexpected freak waves smashing the front of the warship as it sails through Antarctica. On December 12, a warship of the New Zealand Royal Navy was heading into a storm in the Southern Ocean. The crew was on patrol against toothfish poachers when it got surprised by a huge monster wave. The Southern Ocean is the coldest and windiest ocean on Earth. Fishing boat caught in monster waves round pushpin location, Bantry Bay, Ireland. The fishing vessel Santamar is struggling to make its way through high seas in terrifying waves during a storm near Ireland, while being filmed from the deck of the Grampian Avenger. On February 13, the fishing vessel Santamar was filmed struggling in waves higher than 15 meters, 50 feet, in the Bantry Bay, Ireland. The video was filmed from the deck of the fishing trawler Grampian Avenger. For both crews, it was one of the scariest days at sea. Merchant Navy ship in a storm force 10 round pushpin location, Bay of Biscay, France. A 12,000 tons Merchant Navy ship is being swept from one side to another in very long, deep swell. After the dangerous storm, the crew noticed serious damages to the ship and its load. On January 19, this 19,000 tons heavy Merchant Navy ship was on its way from France to the UK through the Bay of Biscay, facing heavy seas caused by a storm force 12 on the Beaufort scale. The ocean in this area is at its lowest point, more than 4,700 meters, 15,000 feet, deep and famous for its though and dangerous weather conditions during the winter months. On September 5, Blue Bridge passenger ferry was caught in massive waves in the Breaker Bay, New Zealand. Cruise ship in massive storm and waves round pushpin location, Cook Strait, New Zealand. A passenger ferry leaving Wellington in storm narrowly avoids rocks in very rough seas and big waves, as this area is very close to the Cook Strait. It is known for strong gales and drought seas. Like in this case, ferry leaving Wellington heads into storm round pushpin location, Breaker Bay, New Zealand. 90 km/h winds, extremely rough seas and high swell. The Interislander MV Straitsman is no stranger to these conditions. On September 10, an Interislander ferry was filmed in very rough seas in the Cook Strait, New Zealand. The ferry had to face winds of more than 100 km/h and several meter-high waves. The sea in this area is exposing multiple rocks and reefs, making navigation for ships not easy under such conditions. Chemical tanker in storm force 12 round pushpin location, Pacific Ocean. In the Pacific Ocean, a chemical tanker battles some of the biggest waves ever seen while being caught in a storm force 12. On May 19, this chemical tanker was filmed when it had to face a storm force 12 on the Beaufort scale in the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean on Earth. It is up to 10,911 meters, 35,797 feet, deep. Despite the ship's length and enormous overall size, it was swapped from one side to another like a toy in such seas. Round pushpin location, Atlantic Ocean. Russian Captain Igor Alexandrov and his crew facing a storm and massive waves with their ship in the Atlantic Ocean. Despite the remarkable size of the tanker, many waves are big enough to run overboard. On November 16, this chemical tanker was filmed after it went through a storm in the Atlantic Ocean. The waves shown in the video were big enough to start overrunning the large vessel from the sides. The Atlantic Ocean has a depth of roughly 4,000 meters, 1,300 feet, in this area. Ferry facing storm and rough seas round pushpin location, Breaker Bay, New Zealand. It's not common for Cook Strait ferries to go out in conditions as rough as this. However, the captain faced the swell with terrifying results. On October 11th, an Inter-Islander ferry was filmed again in very rough seas in the Breaker Bay, New Zealand. It's not common for Cook Strait ferries to go out in conditions as rough as this. The captain faced the swell nevertheless with terrifying-looking results. Tanker nearly capsizes in storm round Pushpin location, South Korea. At 10,000 tons, this chemical tanker is thrown side to side as a fierce storm rages off the coast of South Korea and crew fearing she could capsize at any minute. On December 19, this chemical tanker got hit by a rogue wave near South Korea. As the massive wave hit the ship from the side, it almost capsized the large vessel. The ship was rolling more than 40 degrees, everything inside which wasn't attached flew through the air. Ferry leaving Wellington in storm round Pushpin location, Breaker Bay, New Zealand. This New Zealand ferry is usually not sailing in seas as rough as this. Weather at the time was a 100 km/h southerly with high sea and southerly swell. On October 18, a Bluebridge ferry was caught again in massive waves and strong gales in the Breaker Bay, New Zealand. Ferry ride into thunderstorm on Baltic Sea round Pushpin location, Baltic Sea, Germany. This bonus clip shows stunning lightning strikes and close calls in the Baltic Sea, as the cruise ship makes its way through a thunderstorm. On June 24, the passenger ferry, Regina Seaways, got into a heavy thunderstorm on its way through the Baltic Sea. The video was filmed off the coast of Germany. Multiple ships were hit by the lightning strikes and this ferry had to go through it too. It was an amazing light show. Make sure to check out the full videos and their stories, and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.